Welcome, Minneapolis junior, senior high school fans, back to MJSHS Gym for the last regularly scheduled home season game, 2019-2020 season. Minneapolis Lions hosting the Russell Broncos tonight in the last ever NCAA appearance by the Broncos here. Not only the last time against Minneapolis, but the last time in the league. Other than spring sports coming up, this will be the last time in basketball competition for Russell competing in the NCAA. We're heading on to the Mid-Continent League as the spring sports, golf, boys golf, track, and baseball, softball. And they will head on to other pastures. This is Dale Leach and Mike Perry here to bring you the call tonight against Minneapolis versus Russell. And another interesting note, we opened the season out at Russell on December 6th, and we close it with Russell here tonight on February 25th. The girls lost out at Russell 44-41 in a game they started out dominating. In the first quarter, they lost it. They started losing that domination midway through the second quarter and got outscored in the third quarter. We outscored them in the fourth quarter, but it ended up losing by the narrow 3 points. Russell is 7-12 overall for a fourth place seed in our Beloit sub-state. And they are 4-7 in the NCAA. 2 games ahead of Minneapolis. They are in fourth place in the league on the girls' side. They're giving up an average of 48 points a game and scoring 43, so they're averaging a -5 on their scoring output. Minneapolis girls are 5 wins and 14 losses overall. Good for 6th seed in the sub-state. And they're 2-17 in the league, which makes them 6th place in the league also. We are tied with Hoisington for that seed position in the sub-state. If both Minneapolis and Hoisington win tonight, then I'm sure there'll be a coin flip tomorrow to figure out which one gets 6th seed and which one gets the 7th seed. Minneapolis is giving up an average of 44 points and scoring 37, so a -7, so we're not giving up quite as many points as Russell, but we're not scoring quite as many points as Russell has been all season either. This is the 69th game in the series dating back to 1979. Minneapolis leads the series 39 wins to 29 losses. At MHS, we lead it 24 wins to 12 losses. But this is a series that Russell has dominated in the last several years, winning the last 11 games in a row and 15 of the last 18, including the loss in December. Minneapolis' last win is in overtime, 50-47 at MHS back in January 2016. And it's time for introductions.
Game of the season for the showcase teams featuring Russell.
Stale mentioned it's senior night, so we'll honor and show off say goodbye to our seniors. Hopefully we've got a few more games to go. Now for the starting lineup for Russell Lady Broncos. Number 1, that's Grace Lumpkin. She's a 5'4" senior. And for Minneapolis, number 11, Erin Cleveland. For Russell, number 2, Megan Keeler. She's a 5'8" senior. Cleveland just a sophomore. Minneapolis can get her a couple more years. And for Minneapolis, Peyton Smith. For Russell, he's a sophomore. Camille Dortland, 5'4", sophomore. For Minneapolis, number 21. That's Courtney Forte. She's a junior. And for Russell, number 20, Rylan Reeves, 5'6", sophomore for Minneapolis. Number 4, Kirsty Nelson. She's a senior. And for Russell, number 32, Anaya Sterling. She's 6 foot and a sophomore. And for Minneapolis, number 10, Zoe Shoup. She's a senior as well. So Nelson and Shoup are the seniors. We'll say goodbye to tonight.
Well, Mike, it'll be interesting to see tonight. Last several games, we've been talking an awful lot about Courtney Forte's assault on the Minneapolis record book for free throws. She's averaging 12.2, excuse me, yes, 3 rebounds. Thank you. She's averaging 12.2 rebounds a game. She started out the season at Russell only with 2 rebounds, so that was an off night for her.
Yes. She's figured that out. She likes to rebound the ball. She'll have her hands full here tonight against 6 foot tall Anaya Sterling.
I think she's only had like 5 games or less throughout the season where she has had double figures in rebounds.
And we're just about ready to start. The referee getting ready to toss the ball up. And we're underway. Good toss. Minneapolis intercepts it. Zoe Shoup with a quick move to steal the ball from Russell. Man-to-man defense by Lady Broncos. Shoup all the way in. Left-hand layup is good on a nice pass from Courtney Forte. That's Dortland. She can handle the ball. Either end. Just a sophomore. She's the point guard.
Her older sister was very good for the
Yes, she was, wasn't she? And Minneapolis starts in the man-to-man defense as well. Lumpkins with the ball. Empty pass down low to Sterling. 6 foot tall person puts it up. No good. And Courtney Forte has the rebound. Sterling had it point blank and back-rimmed it. Courtney playing well out on the floor. High post. Cleveland resets the offense for Minneapolis. Kirsty Nelson looks for a cutter. Cleveland left wing. There's Nelson. Now Smith out on top. Shoup waited quite a while to take the shot. She was open right off the bat, and the defense came to get her. Dortland dumps it down low. Cleveland just a little bit too tall to get it over the outstretched hand, and a nice play by Cameron Cleveland. Almost a terrible pass. Now Forte all the way in. She's fouled. Wow, what a play. Smith gets it out to Cleveland, and some big hustle over there in the corner. I thought
quite a tussle for that rebound.
I thought Forte was fouled going to the basket. Now Cleveland all the way in, and she is fouled. They're going to count that basket, and she'll get the and one. And the foul's whistled on number 20. That's Rylan Reeves.
Cameron averaging 50% at the line, free throw line this season, scoring 7.2 points a game.
Free throw up and no good. Cameron probably our most consistent free throw shooter.
Pretty close.
Lumpkins gets it off to Dortland on the baseline. Out front it goes. And they're able to get the rebound, and how in the world she saved that.
Then narrowly avoided the backcourt.
And they're bailed out on a timeout by the coach. Close to being a 5-second call. Coach called a timeout as we had her trapped here in the corner. 30-second timeout is called for and granted by the Russell coach. So far, Minneapolis, big hustle on defense.
Yes. Now, dawned on me, Janae Shute, was she introduced as the starter? Who? Janae Shute, the coach's daughter, was Schulte? Was she introduced as a starter? Is she out there? Nope.
No. And,
nope, she's not out there.
Number 2, number 1, number 2, number 4, and 32, and Dortland, number 25. Nichols, the other. Over the back is Courtney.
Courtney picks up a rare foul.
And they throw it in from underneath. They reset the offense. Sterling out on top, guarded by Forte. Cleveland again. No. That's a reach-in foul every time.
Tie-up was called, and possession arrow to Russell, but that was a great defensive play by Cameron Cleveland.
4:54 left first quarter. 4-0 Minneapolis. Out front it goes. Nelson intercepts that one as Sterling couldn't get a hand on it. Now she sets the offense. And that's a walk. Nichols to play it in for Russell. And steal. She gets it right back. Now Cleveland tries to find an opening in the defense in the lane. Can't find it. Sends it back out front to Zoe Shute. Nelson the cutter. They can't get the ball to her. Smith out on top. Looks at a three.
She hit 2 of them against Beloit.
Nelson has a good look from the top of the circle and off the mark just a little bit. The rebound's pulled down out of there by Reeves. Now down low, Sterling turns into the defense and Courtney Forte just rips that ball right out of her hands. Wonderful play by Courtney.
Madison Lang in for Peyton Smith.
5'8" junior. Cleveland to shoot. She does have a nice crossover dribble. Got away from her that time and she turns it over. Russell to play it in. Nichols in the backcourt, guarded by Lang, and she armbarred her across the floor there. Blocking foul is the call. Dortland on the baseline, kicks it back out on top. Good defense by Minneapolis. Out front to Peeler. Nichols drives the lane, shot no good, and the rebound's fought for. And Sterling comes out of there with it twice. She's 6 foot tall.
Plays every bit of it.
keep her out on top right where she's at. And when she's out there, we need to box her out. 4-0 Minneapolis. Baseline drive now in the paint. They try to get Sterling and Forte.
Great anticipation. Unfortunately, couldn't keep control and travels.
She couldn't keep control because Sterling jumped on top of her and rolled her over. I think that's a foul when they jump on top of you like that. It was quite an impact because of the Courtney almost lost the ponytail on the deal. Now the foul is called on Minneapolis. Reach-in foul
on Smith.
Yep. Yes. Peyton's first. That one over the outstretched hands of Reeves, and they turn it over. Pass was too tall. Minneapolis back with the possession. 2:32 left. First quarter. Zoe Shoup gets it off to Peyton Smith on the left wing. Gets the ball screened from Forte, and she tries to pass it out to Nelson, and she hustles back and tips it away from Nelson. She turned it over, but got it back. Wonderful play there. They're playing that block, calling that blocking foul. It should have been one there on Shoup as she headed to the basket. What a pass. Nelson with a give and go to Cameron Cleveland, and Cleveland banks it in. Nice play.
What a big assist.
One of the nicer give and goes we've seen this year. Minute 35 left first quarter. Sterling way out on top now. All alone is who's 15. That's Wagner, and she misses the chip shot down low. Now another pass to Cleveland down off the glass, no good. Forte has it. She's fouled. Another rebound for Courtney Forte. Are you keeping rebounds, Dale?
Yes, she's got 2 now, so she is equal her rebound output at Russell on December 6th.
Courtney to the charity stripe. This will be a 2-shot foul. First throw up and front rim, no good.
Courtney is shooting 54.2% on free throws, averaging 7.1 points.
Lumpkins and Dortland back in for Lady Broncos. Free throw, no good. In and out. Rebound pulled out of there by Reeves. Hands it off to Dortland. And she looks exactly like her sister. Nichols on the baseline, turns and shoots, no good. And the rebound's tipped out of there. Dortland has it, and the hook shot's up and in. We don't rebound on the backside, and they get second chance. And they score their first bucket. Smith all the way in.
Hold the foot, no call.
Gets it off to Cleveland. Cleveland backs it in. And you're right, Smith did pull her foot. No call. Dorland. I think she walked, and the referees agree with me. That's Peeler. Did the hop on one foot there, try to regain her balance. 30 seconds to shoot here, first quarter. Shoup gets it off to Forte. Hopefully we go for one here. But that'll work right there. Forte with a beautiful pass, and Shoup high up with the rebound.
With possession arrow.
Nice defensive play by Zoe Shoup.
Now we can play for one, Mike. 14 seconds remaining.
After the layup, a good defensive play. Forte was headed to the other end of the floor. Kick save by Peeler. We'll play it in again under her own basket. We get it into Cleveland. Out front, Shoup. 10 to shoot. Smith. Nelson walks. She was headed to the basket. Took an extra step. Oh, nice play by Cleveland. That saved the basket, didn't it?
It did.
They were headed for a run out, and Cameron Cleveland hustles back, gets a hand on that ball, intercepts it. Almost got a pretty decent shot off as well at the half-court line. Minneapolis leading 10-2 at the end of one. Lady Lions playing well on both ends of the floor. And we'll be back for the second quarter here in just a minute.
The Lions of Minneapolis High School are proudly supported by the Davidson Agency, with offices in Delta, Minneapolis, and Wilmington. As a nationwide insurance agent and also an independent agent, they have provided hometown service to the insurance needs of their customers for over 30 years. Home, small business, farm and crop, life and health coverage. Call them today at 785-523-4202. At Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home needs. As your true value hardware dealer and selections that you need for your project. And
welcome back.
Get the ice cream.
Possession arrow favors Russell. They'll play it in. Here to start the second quarter. Dortland all the way into the paint. Shoves it back out front. Now left wing. That's Renee Nickel into the contest. Now three-pointer on its way. No good. And Forte gets herself into position for a heck of a rebound there, didn't she? She had to move over to that spot. Mm-hmm. Now the layup by Shoot. No good. Too hard off the glass. Nickel has the rebound for Lady Broncos. And good double team right there as Dortland is caught between Cleveland and Shoot and dribbles it out of bounds. Nice play by Cleveland and Zoe Shoot. Good defense so far. Girls recognize the chance to double team and get paid off. Shoot has it. Left wing now. Cleveland looks for a cutter. Smith all the way in. Layup. Good. Peyton Smith leans back and banks it in off the glass. Now they have numbers 3-on-2. Layup. No good. Forte has it tipped out there by Sterling, and the shot by Dortland is contested, and she is fouled. Cleveland is whistled with the foul. That's her first. Free throw up and good. Camille Dortland, second throw, no good, and Forte has the rebound.
Well, she's double up with December 6th.
She has it.
4 rebounds.
Oh my, where is she throwing it?
I think she thought that Cameron hadn't grown a few inches. Just a little bit high.
Lumpkins plays it into Dortland. She's got her hands full of Shoop on her. But she can handle the ball either hand. Out front, Sterling. Back to Dortland. Nichols has a touch. Excuse me, that's Reeves. And foul is whistled on. Courtney Forte's got her second personal foul.
15th foul. 2 fouls on the Lady Broncos, and Courtney will come out for a while.
Courtney trying to maneuver the 6-foot-tall Sterling out of the paint.
And I don't recall if she got a foul trouble out there on December 6th or not, but she very well might have.
I've never seen her in foul trouble in any games this year.
Very unusual.
And the reach-in foul is whistled. on Lang, and that's her second. Donovan enters. Megan's have to play some tough defense on the 6-foot-tall. And Cleveland has good defensive skills of her own on the backside. All the way she goes. Shot off the glass, no good. And Lumpkins comes out of there with the ball. Dortland three-pointer on its way. We've kept our eye on her so far, and we turn her loose there, and she knocks down the three.
They kept the lead in half.
Quickly, and now Megan Donovan turns and shoots and has her shot blocked. It's okay, that puts pressure on the defense, and Sterling, at 6 foot tall, should be able to block your shot anyway. But that's a good move by Emily. And full timeout is taken by Minneapolis. And we'll take one as well. Minneapolis leading 12-6. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout.
In timeout, Bill Powell, location in Minneapolis, the Minneapolis Station, has been serving Super Service for over 20 years and is the largest power equipment dealer in the area. We strive to be the one-stop shop for all your power equipment needs. We provide full sales, service, support, supply power equipment needs. Ask about our winter service program and go Lions.
Minneapolis to play it in after that timeout. Nelson has the ball tipped and recovered by Emerson Nichols. Emerson Nichols, girl's name. Sterling out front. Lumpkins three-pointer, no good. Donovan had a hand on it, but it's tipped out of there by Sterling. Now a long rebound. Dortland has it. Shoot. Corrals a rebound from Minneapolis. 3 tries by Russell. And Smith runs into Cleveland, knocks her out of bounds, and it's going to be Russell ball. Dortland has it. Down the sideline she goes. They have numbers now. That was a walk. Emerson Nichols. Never heard of the girls. Emerson.
They're different.
Emerson, Lake, and Palmer. It's the only Emerson I better watch it. They might cart me out here.
That's right. You don't feel like that guy in Oklahoma.
Out on top, Donovan gets it off to Cleveland. There's the cutter. Nelson, they can't get the ball to her, and Smith gets it off to Emily Donovan. Three-pointer on its way. Background no good. Right on the money. There's it. Loose ball picked up by Donovan. And hands it off to Cleveland. Emily looked up. There it was. Sheep has it out on top. 12-6, Minneapolis. Donovan looking inside. Out on top to Nelson. Cleveland. Well, we can shorten the game just a little bit. Two in foul trouble. Why not?
We can run some clock. Without throwing it away. Why not?
Cleveland. Out on top to Smith. So shoot from the corner, no good. The shot over the rim, and Keeley has the rebound. Dortland will try and catch up to that pass, and Cleveland knocks it out. Another nice play by Cameron Cleveland. And it was 1-on-2. She smartly brings that back. Donovan has a shot inside off the glass, no good. They get the rebound and they bank it in. Rylan Reeves.
5-point run for the Lady Broncos.
Cleveland three-pointer on its way. Too hard off the back rim. No good. And Nelson stops the ball. That's a double dribble. That's a good call. Nelson forces the turnover. And the referee had to be looking right as she caught it on her hip to put it back down. Double dribble. Good minutes by Emily Donovan. 2:15 left to play. And Maddie Lang gets back into the contest with 2 personal fouls. And a terrible pass as their 2 Russell Broncos, and we turn it over. They're in the way. Jump shot on the baseline, up and in by Reeves.
7-0 run for the Lady Broncos.
Now shoot. Gets it to Smith. Overplay by Lumpkins. Now Nelson, three-pointer, no good. And it's one and done as Reeves pulls down the rebound for Russell. She's 5'7". And there's Cleveland again, jumping the passing lane and intercepts that pass, and the layup is no good, but she is fouled by Grace Lumpkins.
She missed 2 free throws earlier. Again, shooting 50% on the season from the line. But she's been doing fairly well recently, I think.
First throw up and good.
Stops the 7-0 run by the Lady Broncos.
(13-10). Second throw on his way too hard, but it rims in. She got them both.
Had the friendly bounce there and roll.
Wagner has it for the Lady Broncos. Lumpkins. Down low, Reeves. Now we don't have anybody to guard her. She's tough. On the low block. Nelson has it. Back to Zoe. Shoot. Now Cleveland. Shoot, down the lane she goes, layup, good. Well, we needed that one. Big time. Lumpkins way out on top, and they throw it away. Try to get it down low to Peeler, and the ball went over her head. 5 to shoot. We've got enough time to get a shot off here.
Not at that pace.
Well, I take that back. He's got a good look and a shot at the free throw line and backrimmed it. 16-12. Minneapolis takes a 4-point lead to the locker room here at halftime.
So that scores 10-6 in the second quarter.
We'll be back with some stats from Scott and some comments from Dale. And, of course, words from our valued sponsors. We'll be back in just a Kansas as Minneapolis Lady Lions had the lead at the halftime by a score of 16-12. Lady Lions came out really strong in the first quarter, outscoring the Buffaloes by a score of 10-2 in the first. And then the Broncos, and then came around in the second quarter, and the Russell outscored us by a score of 10-6. Score at the half is 16-12. Run through the scoring wise. Only 2 players scoring for Russell. Both of them are sophomores. Camille Dortmund has 6 points, and Rylan Reeves also has 6 points. They were 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the first half. For the Minneapolis Lady Lions scoring, Peyton Smith with 2 points. Cameron Cleveland with, Zoe Shoup with 6 and Cameron Cleveland with 8. Zoe and Cameron both playing very well. Courtney got in a little foul trouble. Got her second personal foul. Courtney is just doing she's a beast down low, guys. Nice rebounds down low, but she got into trouble foul-wise. Had to pull her, and she matches up well with their big guy. And still does a nice job of getting some rebounds. We were 2 for 5 from the free throw line. I had Courtney with 4 rebounds. That's about very limited play, though.
Double her output that she had out at Russell on December 6th. I don't recall her foul situation there, if it was similar or not. But
I'll have the fouls, but I don't know what as far. No, we did not. Well, she did not have any fouls. Okay. No fouls the first time played. But she's gotten a lot stronger as the years gone on. So the first half of basketball, Lady Lions with the lead here on senior night. So
another unfortunate aspect of deja vu comparing the first game to this one is we led them by 8 in the first quarter there and gave it up in the second, which is what we've done tonight. So we did rally and score some points after letting the Broncos have a 7-0 run there. Some telling stats. They out-rebounded us 18-8 in the first half. 11 of those on the defensive board, so we didn't get a whole lot of putbacks. We only had 3 offensive rebounds. And a big thing for them is they had 16 turnovers. That killed them. Yeah. And we're fairly generous on turnovers ourselves with 10. Mm-hmm. But,
Sterling now, she's a sophomore. She's 6 foot, and she's solid down there.
She's a decent player. I'm kind of surprised to not see Janae Schulte.
I think she's got a knee brace on, Dale.
Is that it? Yeah. I wondered if she was injured.
I looked, and it looked like she's got a knee brace on.
Very good player.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
all right, well, thanks, Scott.
I will try to get this back over to you before, and then let him finish it.
Send it to the runner or something.
Send it. So, okay.
Thank you. Scott's got senior night activities to be involved in between the games. We'll be right back.
Ag by Air have been supporting ag operations in Minneapolis and Minneapolis. The Methodist Service Company is located in Minneapolis and Klein and provides customer service for business, online design and ordering. And also an affiliate service that provides hometown service for pages that have been over 30 years. And small business, Sonny Cross, Life and Health Coverage. For today, 75 IRAs and certificate deposits. Also, your hometown step into it. Despite the funny time of the ground by local teams, they have received the lineup of the club, including Seven Door, we also support ag operations by providing both deliveries to the leadership, you and children. Contact Carl Stevens at 512-312-3031 for your ag needs. Go NHS Line. See American Family Insurance agent Scott Oshman for all your insurance coverage under one roof. Scott Oshman Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville, proudly supporting the Minneapolis High School Lions.
For over 100 years, Robertson Monuments has created everlasting memories for families to share the lives of their loved ones with future generations. Supporting the Lions all the way, Robertson Monuments.
Hometown Hardware, we proudly support our Minneapolis Lions. Stick with us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As a True Value Hardware dealer, and Just Ask Rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream.
Welcome back. Mike, I think some interesting stats that regarding the first half is they out-rebounded us 18-8.
Yeah, it looked like it.
Especially we didn't get putback opportunities. Another big stat, 16 turnovers on the Lady Broncos, 10 on Minneapolis. I know that those rebounds really had to affect, those turnovers really had to affect, especially in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Really giving stuff away. They only had 2 players score on their first offense. We'll get Courtney Forte back here to start the second half. A little update on her rebounding status in the Minneapolis record book. She's now second place all alone for season rebounds behind Jordan Crossan. She's got 231 rebounds this season. She has moved up to 8th place on career rebounds with 457. And certainly another year to go. She'll climb a few more spots there before this season is out. I don't think she's got any chance to collect number 1 against Jordan Crossan in the season this season.
Possession arrow favors Minneapolis to start the second half, and we're underway. 4-point lead. Sterling. Pretty tight defense on Forte. Actually, I thought she fouled her twice. Nelson. Smith looks for the 3. Cleveland has a 3. No good. Forte has the rebound and the step back, and she misses. Garland picks up her dribble just after she clears half court. Now Sterling's got an easy one. Motion offense for Minneapolis. Shoot with the ball. Man-to-man defense by the Lady Broncos. Now Nelson. She hadn't been able to hit.
The 3-pointers.
Open look there. Dortland. Now Lumpkins all run on the 3-point shot, but Smith cannot corral the long carom. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Broncos. Healy way out on top, guarded by Nelson. Dorman tries to get it in down low and shoot. And Cleveland intercept that. pass. We turn them over. As Dale mentioned, quite a few turnovers by Russell in the first half. Nelson drives the lane, banks it off the glass, rolls around, and comes out. Can't get it to drop.
Chance for Russell to tie or go ahead here.
And they do. Ooh, in and out, no good. Steerlin over the back of Cleveland. As the offensive rebound and the stick back is up and good, and we're all tied at 16 apiece. Shoot, dribble drive on the baseline, picks up her dribble. Nelson into the paint, hands it off to Smith. Baseline drive. Cleveland gets handcuffed. And Courtney Forte banks it in. She got loose somehow and got the shot up and in. Reach in foul on Zoe Shute against Dortmund.
Maddie Lang in for Peyton Smith.
This one might be just a tad bit smaller than her sister, but pretty good little ball player.
Oh, blocking foul call on
Cleveland had position, but as Nichols faced the basket, she ran over the top of her. Blocking foul is the call. And they'll play it in under their own basket. Portland will throw it in. Steerlin shot, good. Long two-pointer.
6-2 run for the Broncos here in the third quarter.
Cleveland. Shoot, Cleveland all around. Three-pointer on its way. Good.
First one of those we've had tonight. We need them.
Portland cuts through the defenders. Now the three-pointer by Russell. No good. And Forte, thank you. We're finally getting over the back by Steerlin. Forte with a big rebound and Steerlin over the back. That's her second personal foul. Three-point lead after that three-pointer by Cleveland. Nelson hasn't hit one, but she's due. Cleveland again, short. And Reeves comes out of there with the rebound. Got to stop the ball. She gets all the way to the basket. And she's the leading scorer for Russell. 8 points in the contest. Now Nelson, look good from there. Lang is hacked by Reeves, even though she didn't get the shot off. Reeves had her on the arm.
She was going to the basket, hadn't let go of the ball yet.
Free throw up and good. Maddie Lang. Second throw on its way is in as well. She got them both.
I don't have her free throw percentages in front of me, but I think she's fairly good on the season.
Those two shots look really good. Now full court pressure by Minneapolis. They get it into Dortmund. Stutter step gains her room, and she clears the timeline. Good double team down there as Nelson came from behind to help out on Steerlin. Tips it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Russell. I think she was across the line when she threw that in, Dale. She Get your own rebound, Mel. And she puts it up and in. Nelson gets it off to shoot. Back to Nelson in the corner, and good grief, that's not a blocking foul. Cleveland gets all the way to the basket and misses point blank. Now the entry pass is off the hands of Steerland, and we turn him over. Pretty tight game here, 23-22 Minneapolis by 1. Forte in the corner, guarded by Steerland. They try to backdoor Dortland, and shoot pass to pop back out on top to get the ball. Now a jump shot by Zoe Shoot, no good. Tipped out there by Forte. Kind of an offensive rebound there, Dale, to keep that ball alive. Nelson has an open look. She was fouled, no call.
I don't know how they score that. I gave it to the person that ended up with the ball, but we wouldn't have got it without Courtney's effort.
Coach Weatherman is contesting the call that I just mentioned. She didn't get. She got bumped pretty hard. Now Reeves all the way in again, in and out. Forte has her rebound, and then Nelson is mugged. And the possession arrow stays with the Bronchettes.
Our first turnover of the half.
They'll play it in. Portland was open for a second. Out on top it goes to Nichols. Or Reeves. Dorland gets it off to Wagner. Now Reeves, bank shot up and good. Boy, she's killing us.
And they take their first lead of the night.
And we just need to guard her. She's got 12 points on the evening. And Russell has the lead for the first time in this contest.
Foul on Dortmund.
Dortmund had her across the arm. That's her first. We play it in Cleveland, three-pointer, back rim, no good. Now they have numbers. All the way in, easy layup for Reeves.
6-0 run for the Broncos.
Cheap, a runner up and in. They needed that one. 20 seconds left, third quarter. Reeves has it. Dortland, good.
7 seconds.
Russell Broncos have taken the lead, and will take a 3-point lead into the fourth quarter. Minneapolis led all the way until just at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here in just a minute.
They outscore 16-9 in the third. Find out who our community sponsors are. We'll bring these live video broadcasts. possession arrow to start the fourth quarter in the ball.
Nelson, Shue, Cleveland, Forte, and Smith in the contest. And we're underway. Lady Lions trailing by 3, and a 1-3-1 zone is the defense for the Lady Broncos. Same deal, ball movement. Cleveland out front. Nelson, Smith. That's what we want. Oh, Forte misses. Down low. Mercy. And Reeves on the other end. Cleveland layup, good. She's fouled, and they're going to count it. Dortmund cannot guard Cameron Cleveland. They must have switched off because Dortmund's small in stature had to foul Cleveland. They're going to count the basket, and Cleveland gets the and one, and she gets it. 3-point play for Cameron Cleveland, and gets Minneapolis back within 2.
Cameron's 3 of 5, I think, on free throws on the night.
Entry pass to Reeves. Turn around, jump shot. She can't miss. Kylan Reeves, 5'6" sophomore. She's tough. Peyton Smith back to Nelson. Kirsty needs to hit a big 3 for us. That goes through the wickets and out of bounds.
2 turnovers apiece in this half.
Pass was down on the floor, but Coach Leatherman wants a timeout. All of a sudden, Russell has a 4-point lead and the ball.
Third biggest of the night. We'll be right back after these listings of our community sponsors.
Circle Property Association, Super Flying Managed. Needed Mexican Restaurant, Sister Gallardo. School of Rain Family, Rich Waltman, manager. The Crooked Nail Studio with Alexis Kern. Okay, championship shot with Shirley Austin.
Here we go.
Portland. Now down low, Steerland. Shot no good. Reeves has it on the backside. And she's going to the free throw line. Cleveland whistled with the reach-in foul. As Ryland Reeves is a one-man wrecking crew out there. Free throw up, good. Second throw on its way. She got them both. 20-point evening for number 20. 1-3-1 zone, and has her shot blocked. That's a double dribble right there. Yeah, good call. As the referee just turned back, he saw Sterling double dribble, and a quick call by the referee. Didn't put his whistle in his pocket like some will.
Jump ball. Cleveland had it stuffed.
I agree with the jump ball in front and foul on back. It was a good double team, but she went up and down with the ball. And the possession arrow favors Russell. Dortmund is fouled. Or excuse me, that's Wagner. Smith with the push. And that's Peyton's third personal foul. Wagner will play it in. Steerland.
Forte with a block.
Now Dorland's three-pointer is good. That'll kill you. 9-point lead now by Russell. Dortland with the dagger from beyond the arc. Now we need one to catch up. Nelson will shoot it. Kirsty Nelson with a big three-pointer right there. Man, we needed that one.
And that's what we needed.
Cleveland again with a good defense on the defensive end. And we throw it away.
4 turnovers apiece on the squads in the half.
Wagner to play it in, trying to get it into Dortland.
Timeout. Timeout, 30-second timeout.
Russell coach calls him out. It was almost a 5-second call. 30-second timeout. Well, Minneapolis, as long as Kirsty Nelson starts hitting the threes, we can still be in this thing. Just down 6 now, 2 possessions.
Well, we got to have the girls be confident enough to put up shots. First they got that 3, but there were 3 other times the girls had open looks and turned them down. They're moving the ball, which is good, but they were open looks.
They're getting the open looks. And now they'll be out on Kirsty Nelson. He'll come down to Peyton Smith taking the shot.
We're falling back. Called off the pressure defense.
5 minutes left in this contest. Plenty of time here.
5 fouls on the Lady Lions, 4 on the Lady Broncos.
Jeez. Front rim, no good. She's mugged. We come out as a pack with it. Now Smith on the baseline.
Is rolled away.
Wagner, and there's Cleveland again with a good overplay on Reeves. They're not going to let her get the ball if they can help it. 20 points on the evening by Reeves. Dortland has 11. Out on top, Sterling.
Great backdoor play.
There's Reeves again on the backside. And I think all we have to do is guard her and we'll be good.
You forget where you're at, you're in trouble.
Yeah, she had us on the backside and a good pass by Dortland, and she gets the N1. And she got a 3-point play by Reeves. 23 points on the evening for Reeves. Cleveland can't get it to roll in, and Sterling tips it out of there. Courtney could not get a hand on it.
11 defensive boards for the Broncos in this half.
One and done.
Matches their output in the first half on defensive boards.
Dortland. It's off the Peeler. Now Sterling. Steps right through the defenders and puts it up and in. 11-point lead now by the Lady Broncos. Full timeout taken by Coach Redmond. 3:24 left in this contest, and now Lady Broncos. Well, it's 11-point lead.
They are cruising.
Yep. We'll be right back after this 1 minute timeout.
First off, metal fabrication. It's very big. He's on it. It's Sherry Burton. Equipment nail studio with Alexis Khan. 3-in-1 body shop. John Wright. He will bring them Rick Walton manager. for crop insurance. Klein Oil Company of Graphics, Jude Klein. Barb Europe.
Welcome back after that timeout. Minneapolis with the ball. They're back to a man-to-man defense now as they change it up. They were 1-3-1 zone last time down. Now shoot for the jump shot. Forte has the rebound and she is fouled. Georgie Forte with a big rebound. She's fouled by Reeves. Maybe we can, excuse me, it wasn't Reeves. Fouls on Wagner. Courtney with a two-shot foul here. First throw, no good. Second throw on its way is rimming in. Maddie Lang. Comes in for Peyton Smith.
Puts full court pressure on again.
3:06.
We will put them at the free throw line with our next foul.
Dortland cuts through the defenders. There's the timeline.
And there it is.
Cleveland over the back with the reach-in foul. Will put Peeler at the free throw line. 1-1 here. Free throw up and no good. Forte has the rebound from Minneapolis.
9 rebounds for Courtney tonight.
Shoot all the way in, left-hand layup, missing. Get your own layup or rebound somehow. Now Nelson, three-pointer on its way. Back rim, no good. She gets her own rebound. Jump shot off the glove way too hard. And Peeler has the rebound for Russell. Well, we had some good chances there. Reach-in foul is whistled on Kirsty Nelson.
This foul's Dortland.
Camille Dortland will head to the charity stripe. It'll be a 1-1. It's a first person foul on Kirsty. Free throw up and nothing but net. Dortland with 12 points in this contest. Second throw on its way. It's good as well.
12-point advantage for the Lady Broncos.
44-32. Cleveland. In and out. No good. Wagner has it. And we kick it out of bounds. We had our pocket picked. But the ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with Russell. They'll play it in right in front of the Russell bench. Out front it goes to Stearland. Reeves on the left wing has had a very busy night, to say the least.
Lang with the foul. Sets up another 1-1.
Riley Wagner heads to the free throw line. 1-1. First free throw up and good. 13-point lead now. Wagner. In and out, no good, and Forte has the board for Minneapolis. Off to Nelson, down to Cleveland, she misses the layup. Cleveland again, and the reach-in foul on Dortland.
The basket has not been friendly to us tonight, Mike.
No. Cameron will head to the charity stripe. It'll be a two-shot foul. First throw up and good. 45-33. That's Dortland's third personal foul. She missed the second. And the reach-in foul on Cleveland. We'll put Peeler at the free throw line.
14th defensive rebound for the Lady Broncos this half.
That's a lot of misses for Minneapolis. Cleveland just fouled out. Lang into the contest for Cleveland. Peeler misses the front end of two. She missed them both. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sterling over the top of Shoot. In normal game, Sterling probably would have fouled out by now. She's definitely been in foul trouble in the first half. Put Shoot to the free throw line.
With Minneapolis at the line for a 1-on-1.
1-1.
Shoot hitting 40% on the year.
Back rim, no good. Forte had the rebound. Now Nelson intercepts. Shot off the glass is good. And Minneapolis calls a quick timeout. Full timeout taken by Coach Weatherman. And we'll take one too. Minneapolis down 10 with 1:32 left in this contest. We'll be right back.
Kevin Klein and the rest of the crew at CNR Plating proud to support the youth of Minneapolis and all they do.
Hometown Hardware, we're proud to support our Minneapolis Lions. Think of us for all your home, farm, or business project needs. As your key value hardware dealer and just ask rental dealer, we locally provide the brands and selections that you need for your project. And don't forget the ice cream.
Welcome back. Russell's ball to play in. Under our basket. Full length of the court to go. Minneapolis will pick up with full court pressure. And they get it into Dortland. Dortland. Fouls by Kirstie Nelson. It's her second. That'll send Dortland to the free throw line for two-shot foul. Double bonus. Free throw up and good. Camille Dortland with her 14th point of the evening. Reeves has 23. Dortland 14. Make that 15. And now Russell's coach wants a timeout. 1:27 left in the contest. 47-35. Full timeout by the coach, and we'll take one as well. And we'll be right back after this 1-minute timeout.
The American Family Insurance Agent, Scott Austin. All your insurance coverage under one roof. Scott Austin Agency with locations in Minneapolis and Belleville. Proudly supporting the Minneapolis SBA line.
I've got more points than what we're saying.
The Winnebago State Bank wants to be your hometown bank. The locations in Minneapolis, Lincoln, and Skyline. We're proud to provide hometown relationship banking. We provide both consumer and commercial banking service along with trust and electronic. Contact us today for all your financial service needs. We're with you all the way. With locations in Minneapolis and Bennington, Central Valley Ag provides 24-hour pump service.
Welcome back. Minneapolis will play it in. $1:27 left in the game. Smith, Shoot, Nelson, Cozart, and Forte as Cleveland has fouled out. Now the spread 1-2-2 zone defense. Forte is fouled by Sterling. Thank you. Sterling with the hack. That's your fourth. Forte to the free throw line. Free throw up and good. Sterling's fourth. Forte's second throw is running in as well.
Timeout, Russell.
Full timeout taken by the Russell coach. And we'll take one as well. Minute 15 left. Minneapolis down 10. We'll be right back.
A great discount by using the CBA PSL. They also support ag operations by providing both delivery of lubricants, fuel, and propane. Contact Carl Serene, 785-392-3031 for your ag energy needs. So, MHS Lion. Captain Unit, Donovan, Ag by Air, have been supporting ag operations in the Minneapolis and Delta areas for 20 years. With prompt, up-to-date, and competitive aerial application service. Ag by Air is located at 974 Highway K106, south of Minneapolis. It can be reached at 785-393-3300. Questions on scouting your fields. Clinical recommendations or to get field. Ag by Air, proud sponsor of the Minneapolis High School Lions.
Lena Cozart in the game for the first time tonight.
She was in the end of the first half. Anyway, they pass it over the top to Sterling. Forte tries to get caught up to her. That should be, wow.
Knocked out of bounds by Nelson is the call.
Russell to play it in. Peeler. Into Lumpkins. And Lumpkins catches a fingernail across the cheek. I don't know what Cozart was. I guess she was trying to steal the ball. Yeah, she's bleeding. A cut. Cozart must have been filing on those fingernails today.
Free throw shooter comes in, 25.
Emerson Nichols will shoot the free throw. She made it. Nice stroke.
Peyton Smith comes in for Maddie Lang.
Second free throw is good as well. Under a minute now. Shoot. Dribble drive in the lane. Left-hand layup. No good. And to Reeves. Pulls down the rebound for the Lady Broncos. Nichols tries to get it off to Dortland, but can't. The ball's tipped away. Reeves has it, will not take the shot. They're going to run the clock out. 35 to shoot. Peeler. Cozart, you have to get closer. 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 Smith on Reeves. Nelson out on Nichols.
And this game is going to end with a 49-37 score, 12-point win for the Lady Broncs.
49-37.
Wow, they outscores 21-12 in the fourth.
I'll get some point totals and I'll be back with you here in just a minute.
Minneapolis High School. Messenger Clothing Company with locations in Minneapolis and Salina can design custom clothing for your team, business, group, or event with screen printing and embroidery. We feature online design and ordering for your convenience. Contact us at 785-823-7752 or by email at sales@messengerclothingcompany.com for all your custom clothing printing needs today.
Welcome back. Point totals real quick. It's senior night. Let me see if I can get these in real quick before we announce the seniors for 2020. Scoring for Minneapolis, Kirsty Nelson had 5. Zoe Shoup had 8. Cameron Cleveland had 15 and fouled out. Peyton Smith had 2. Courtney Forte had 5. And Maddie Lang had 2. For Russell, Camille Dortland had 15. Arian Steerlin had 8. Riley Wagner had 1. Emerson Nichols had 2. And leading all scorers tonight, Rylan Reeves with 23 points. Now the seniors for Minneapolis is Jonah Osherman and his mom and dad, Scott.
Thank you, Jonah, for your outstanding iron leadership. Derek Friel.
Derek Friel.
Derek Harris, our wife, and Jonah Friel. Derek has been a member of the Lions basketball team for 4 years, also lettering all 4. Derek is playing fifth in K-State and majoring in biological systems engineering. We appreciate your leadership, Derek, and wish you the best of luck. Caleb Griffin. He has participated in basketball for 4 years, lettering in all 4, living in the past 4 years. He is from the honors All-Day First Team, All-State Honorable Mentions, and the Tri-County Classic First Team. Next year, Katie plans to attend K-State University and pursue a degree in business. Congratulations, Katie, for making the game such a dynamic. Dylan Pichot.
Dylan Pichot. Aiden Griffin. Transferred in, 2 years ago, Dale?
This is his third year.
Thank you. Next year, study injury distribution. Thank you, Dylan, for your leadership, and good luck.
Dominating on the defensive end, Russell.
That
was the senior boys, now the senior girls.
Gabby has been an important part of the Lions for the past 3 years.
Gabby, a manager?
All 3. Gabby plans at the graduation to attend Cobb County Community College pursue a career in nursing. Thank you for your time, Abby. We appreciate all your hard work. Christine Nelson. Christy has been a vital member of the Lions for 4 years, the ladies basketball and the Lions for all 4 years, and has served well on the team captain her senior year. Christy plans to get freshman in college, where she is signed to play volleyball and begin her pursuit of elementary education.
She will be an excellent defensive specialist on the back row. She can flat dig.
It'll be a Blue Dragon.
She can dig. She'll just play back row, but she'll play there all day long.
Participated in basketball for 4 years. As an outstanding leader of the Lions, so he has learned all 4 years. Next year, Zoe is planning to attend Fort Hays State University and participate in track and field and pursue her career in special education. Thank you for being such an outstanding leader, Zoe.
Zoe Shue.
Thank you all for 6 years and has paid off. You're an excellent role model for our school.
All right, finish up the stats here. According to Forte, ended up with 10 rebounds. Not quite her average of 12, but did a lot better than 2 out there at the first of the season. We had 21 rebounds to their 38, Mike, for the game. They out-rebounded 20-13.
Big time.
In the second half, they had 10, 25, 27 defensive boards throughout the game. Turnover-wise, they had more turnovers than us, 21-15. The Messenger Clothing Company play of the game, I'm going to go with the Minneapolis first quarter. 10-2 is the score, 8-point lead, and we struggled to do much good after that, unfortunately. And the player of the game sponsored by River Hill Seed Company for the second game in a row is going to go to Cameron Cleveland. 15 points, several rebounds, several steals.
Bible Dexter down there. She jumped passing lane a couple times.
She just turned into a fire plug. One of the big problems tonight compared to against Beloit is we had 8 3-pointers against Beloit. I think we had maybe 1 tonight. We left our scoring at home, unfortunately. So the Lady Broncos close out their league status against Minneapolis, winning their 12th straight game. Well, we'll be back with sub-state basketball coming up next week. Brad Dale Leach and Mike Merrick can sign off. We'll be back for the boys game that's going to be starting in just under 15 minutes.